There's our favorite host. That's the real star right there. Welcome to Rapid Rants, episode 30. Can't believe this is episode 30, but here we are. We're gonna be talking about everything.
Dirty 30.
We're talking about everything from Elon Musk throwing the Hail Hitler during his speech in the inauguration and everything else that happened during the inauguration. There's 8-year-olds, 9-year-olds getting tattoos now, bro. It's a wild world we live in today. Princess, let's run the first topic.
Elon Musk is responding to the scrutiny and outrage by some over an arm gesture he made at Donald Trump's inaugural event. Musk was thanking a crowd of Trump supporters yesterday at the Capital One Arena, and twice he touched his heart, then thrust an arm out. Many on social media have likened the gesture to the fascist or Nazi salute. Many others, including the U.S.-based Anti-Defamation League, are saying Musk's awkward gesture was meant to convey "from my heart to you." The billionaire responded to critics on his social media site, saying this: "Frankly, they need better dirty tricks. The everyone is Hitler attack is so tired."
So
that's your defense, bro.
If I wanted to take the non-conspiracy theory approach, not even conspiracy theory, if I wanted to just play the let things slide approach, it would be, he's very a cringe person. He's, with him being as far as all the tech that he creates, he's socially awkward. So he's just, he's over the top weird. So you can put it off to that. But
twice,
bro. Once, maybe. Twice, nah.
Well, and he came out after saying that he has Asperger's syndrome or whatever, which is, it's on the autism spectrum. And
he said that afterwards.
Asperger's syndrome.
Yeah. Yes, it's a honestly, okay, that's a whole nother topic.
It's actually called Asperger.
Yeah.
Oh,
yes.
God.
Yes. All right. Okay. Anyway, there's yeah.
Don't do that.
But, so he he is socially he doesn't understand the way normal people think, and he said my heart goes out to you, right? And I don't want to do it. I'm not gonna do the gesture, but he says my heart goes out to you, and then he does it, and there's a world where you can kind of imagine that. Okay, so that was a mistake, but then he does it twice, and it in the election that we're talking about, with all of the rhetoric that has already been said, comparing the two situations to the Nazis, it has to have been intentional. It has to have been intentional.
I would say if we're gonna say that he does have that condition, yes, you aren't able to process as much as you were saying, just like the way other people think. But let's go with that theory. Then maybe it was unintentional. Maybe he didn't know. He did put a lot of emphasis on the second part of that, but that could have just been how passionate he was, basically saying my heart to yours. I will say, I can't believe he did it twice. I can't believe he did it twice. But maybe he was actually being genuine. Maybe he was. I know it's very hard to think that, but I'm gonna go with maybe.
I feel like he was being genuinely intentional.
Oh.
And what I say is I don't think he's a Nazi. I'm not gonna just say that, but because of how everyone is calling them, I feel like have everyone saying Nazi this and how they're throwing that name on it for the things that they're doing. I feel like sometimes when you do certain things, you tell the truth and what is it? How you hide in plain
Freudian
sight.
sleep, like a Freudian slip.
Yeah, you do, but people, they purposely do it. They purposely showcase what they're doing, but in a way to where they can easily deny it. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like he's not saying I'm a Nazi, but that whole thing, the whole inauguration and everything is like, I couldn't just look at it as just a proud American who's excited for his country. All I see is shenanigans all across the board.
I didn't get a chance to watch it because I was working and my mom was texting me all the different things that was happening. But from that clip alone, I would say that he probably has the level of intelligence to realize that if he does anything of like intentional, he will get backlash. I feel like he's smart enough to know that if I genuinely am like this, he's doing on public on like national television. I don't really think he thought about it like, yeah, I'm gonna like intentionally do this, but have a plan prepared to deny when I get called out. I don't know if he's really thinking of it like that. I think
don't know.
too much.
I don't know, but I will tell you the inauguration as a whole. Go ahead.
Yeah, I was gonna say, as a whole, I just call tomfoolery. It is. We'll start with TikTok. Just it went down 14 hours later. The hero saves the day.
Yes,
that's one. Two, like when you want to think of conspiracy and control, all of the billionaires this man had up there with him on his team. He had Elon Musk, Jeff Bezos, Mark Zuckerberg, freaking Sundar Pichai, Tim Cook. He had the freaking CEO of TikTok, Bernard Arnault, Makushi, whatever this dude name is. He's the guy that's like he's the chairman of like the Reliance Industries or whatever. I'm like, this man has control. Him and his team have control of all of our communication. Jeff Bezos, Amazon, Mark Zuckerberg, Meta, so IG, Facebook. What's his name? Sundar. He's the CEO of freaking Apple. And Google. Tim Cook is a co-CEO of Apple. Shuzi Chu, however say his name, CEO of TikTok. It's like these dudes own everything. It's like, to me, there's not a coincidence. And then he was like, "Oh, I'm gonna do the largest deportation and all of this stuff." And my girl was like, "How's he gonna do that? Not much money it's cost." I said, "You see the billionaires that are beside him right now? He can do whatever he wants."
Yeah. No, you're not wrong, man. You're not wrong. And like, I don't know. For me, I watched it like all day long, and I don't normally do that. Like, I'm not a person that watches the inauguration.
Same.
It's not because I was like super excited about it, but my lady and I were having a blast just watching everyone else. If you just watch the people in the crowds and watch people's reactions, and then dude, having Biden and Harris right behind him while he gave
as he's disrespecting them.
Dude,
it's like about that.
I was dying, bro. I was completely dying the whole speech. It was so much fun for me to watch that. Just studying people. And then Melania, what was she wearing, bro? She looked like Cruella DeVille. The hat looked like something that belonged on Al Capone, bro. What was she thinking wearing?
She looked like a James Bond villain.
I think she like got some bad Botox on her forehead, like the day before, and she had to cover that up, bro. Like, I promise you, that hat was taped down too. It was not gonna go anywhere, bro. Like they guarantee it was. Oh man,
it was a crap show, and then how everybody stood up to give a standing ovation for him saying that he's gonna do a pardon for the 1,500 people who stormed the Capitol, which is the same Capitol that they had the inauguration in.
Inside of right
by
now.
the way, it's like he's giving them, and he called them hostages. So we're gonna make sure that the hostages get a pardon. What? And these people. I'm like, yeah.
Oh man, I wish I saw it. I was working. That sounds very highly entertaining. Holy shit.
Yeah.
I mean, dude, and it was very representative of our government, but the amount of old white people in that room it was concerning. Like, you're looking out at this crowd, like, these are the people that represent our country. These people can't represent me. And
Obama got booed like it was a sport like it was a sports show as he walked in. Boo.
All right, let's this will give you the reality of the TV that you watch every day, bro. Go ahead and play the second topic.
My friends and I used to sue each other to get on court television. The court show pays whoever wins, so we'd always make sure that the plaintiff won and then we'd split the money. I was a witness on Judge Alex.
Man, I'm just glad we got this money. I needed the money so bad. I'm broke. I have like 3 frozen hamburgers at home. I can't afford to buy toothpaste.
I was a plaintiff on Judge Joe Brown. I played a promoter and I sued my comedian friend over a comedy show.
Promoter Ben Palmer is suing a performer for breach of contract. Defendant Derulio Ledger says he had to leave the show for his own safety.
The club not even in the hood, but the whole hood was inside the club, Your Honor.
I went on Judge Alex again as a defendant. I played a crooked promoter that ran off with my friend's money.
You know how procreation works, right?
No.
You know that there's like 1 million sperm that go swimming towards that one egg, competing to see which one can fertilize that egg?
Yeah.
I am amazed that yours won.
Yeah. I also did a court show where I was paid to act out a real-life court case that they rewrote for television. I played a defendant on Supreme Justice with Judge Karen for injuring someone during a hockey match.
Completely blindsided.
You mean like if your back is turned to him?
Correct.
He couldn't do it. Is that true?
He wanted me to call him on the phone and tell him I was going to hit him.
Or if I'm completely distracted.
Let's stop.
And I played a defendant on The Mediator with Ice-T for injuring my friend during a basketball game. My defense was that my friend injured himself because he was playing basketball in slides.
Kyle, no disrespect. You just can't play.
So this is crazy because maybe 2-3 years ago, maybe my friend Spider hit me up. Shout out to my boy Spider. He's doing his thing and acting and all that right now. He was like, yo, we got an opportunity to where we could be on this court show. You can just be exactly who you are. You know, you're the your company, and I'll be, you know, a disgruntled artist or whatever. So I talked to the people that were over it, and they were saying like, all right, we're gonna do a thing to where you kind of screw him over, so he sues you, da 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 da. And I was like, the only reason I can't do it is because I'm using, like, because even though it's fake, they present these like they're real. I'm like, I'm not willing to risk the reputation of my company and my name for any amount of money. I'm sorry. I can't do it. Like if people knew it was fake, then because then it's against the contract to speak out and say it's fake.
Yeah.
I'm like, nah, can't.
Do you know how
it.
much money they were talking?
I can't remember. I know it was going to be a good amount of money. I know I was going to get like 1,000 and something. So it was.
That's not worth it.
Not for your.
Hell no.
Would you have done it like under a fake company name, or because it's still your face? You wouldn't have
exactly. If it was able to, if I could have played the victim of something, I would have gladly. You know what I'm saying? But no, you'd be able to have to, for me to be at fault. Nah, I ain't not willing to. I'm good.
It's just, I don't know, but this is like my favorite thing about the internet though, is because like so many people do watch those shows and they believe that all of this is real. Like these are real people with the real cases. And first of all, like you can't try things like this on national TV. You can't.
Exactly.
That can't actually be a legal proceeding on Fox. It's not going to happen. You know, but same with reality TV. Like I worked in reality TV for 4 years, and every bit of fakeness that you think it is, multiply that by 10, and it's toxic, and it's a terrible thing. It's just I don't know. The thing about having the access to TikTok and everything, why that's so important is because before we're being fed this bullshit, these like over dramatized situations that don't actually exist, that don't. And we never actually learn reality. Like now we can get personal accounts of people's experiences and not just like the actors and everything, but people actually going through legal cases, and they can talk about exactly what they actually are experiencing. Yeah.
Well, since we know, like, obviously we all had a feeling that it was fake, but finally knowing the truth that it's fake, does it take away the enjoyment of watching it?
It does.
I never enjoyed it.
You never, okay. So I love trash TV. It's crazy.
Same. Like, did any of you catch the documentary of Jerry Springer that's on Netflix?
No.
Freaking
I gotta
amazing.
Watch that,
it is so amazing.
Like that, I hated Jerry Springer. Like when I was younger, I would hear it like, whenever I go to my dad's house. Then Tyler and I started watching snippets on YouTube, and I was like, this shit was wild.
It was like he started his show normal. Like he wanted to be in politics. Politics didn't work. He got into TV, but his ratings were down because he was being so wholesome. And then they dropped him from prime time to like middle of the night. So his new director was like, all right, let's just do something wild. We're in the middle of the night anyways. And them ratings got so good that he beat Oprah. It was like, let's keep getting crazy.
That's crazy. I did not know that. I didn't know he started with politics. I cannot imagine Jerry Springer talking about politics, bro.
Exactly.
He does hold his composure really well, and he's witty. Like, he's quick with those.
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
So I could
and that's
see
what they all said, that they thought he was boring, and he just made it work.
No, he did good.
That's crazy. That's crazy. All right, now 9-year-old is getting tattoos. Just wait till you hear what she came in for originally, though.
Old girl got a tattoo at a shop in Yuma.
It's legal in Arizona to tattoo a minor with parental consent, but people are criticizing the tattoo shop, saying 9 is too young to get a tattoo. Last year, the girl went into Black Onyx Empire Tattoo asking for a portrait of Donald Trump on her neck. Oh, man. The artist and the owner of the shop, who goes by Sosa, says he convinced the girl to get a tattoo of the American flag instead. And told her if she still wanted the Trump tattoo to come back in a year.
Oh, so 10 years old is okay.
Well, he thought he'd push it off. She'd change her mind.
Okay, so now 10 years old, the girl came back and changed her mind about the Trump portrait, but she did get her American flag tattooed, touched up. We spoke to Sosa today, who says just because it's legal doesn't mean that he thinks it's right.
No.
Bro.
No, I hate
9 years old
tattoo. What?
Why can't we just leave the kids alone?
I can't imagine what parent would support that. It's like the American flag thing, the Trump thing. It's like, I don't know. This kid is not going to be the same kid in 2 years. They're going to have all different interests, and they're, and then you have the concern about they're going to grow, and like a lot. They're going to grow a lot, and that tattoo is not going to fare well.
That's not even my thing. Like, it's like it's a permanent situation. Yeah. Obviously you can cover it up. But there are a lot of people covering up tattoos now. Something crazy. But it's like, why? Like, a kid shouldn't be able to make. They shouldn't be able to make that decision, and because their minds is just aren't there yet. Wait till they're adults to where their minds are 100%. Where mature enough to work they can do. And you want to become a cat, you want to become a different gender, do what you want, but leave the kids alone.
That's the thing. Like you said, even if they're not going to be the same person in 2 years, right? They're not going to think the same, like the same things. But even as adults, we change, hopefully for the better. We change. Yes. I got my tattoo when I was 18, my first one, and I was like, oh my God, I love it. And then I look back and I'm like, this was shit. So I got it covered up. But like an American flag, like you love America so much. You wanted to get Donald Trump on your neck. Like, why on your neck at 9?
What's interesting is later in that video, they explain that the family's from Turkey.
What? What?
Yeah. Yeah, like I gotta know the story behind this. Like, I wish they'd interviewed the parents. I want to know how this decision was come to, and how long have they been in America, and are they about to get deported because of Trump's new immigration policies? They just got the American flag tattooed. Trump's gonna kick them out. You know what I mean? Like, it's
there's a client of mine who I will not name publicly, but he was the king of I'm voting for Trump and whatever. Yesterday, I was calling him just to, it's time payment. We're going to go through. He was like, he's not doing the payment anymore because ICE took his girlfriend. They literally snatched her. Now he's F Trump. And in my mind, I'm like, that's what you wanted.
Wait, like yesterday? Like
yesterday. She was taken yesterday.
Wow.
Yeah, and then so of course I look all last night. I'm looking at the news, and there's over 400 people already have been detained.
Holy shit!
Yeah, and then of course the news are like, and many of them are criminals, and so they're showcasing the ones that did bad things. But it's like,
we all know that's the picture that they want to portray.
Yeah, I just scream tomfoolery all the way around this, bro.
That's crazy. That's I mean, that was quick. That happened. Quick.
This orange dude ain't playing. He's getting it done.
He's quick with it.
Yes, he is.
So,
yeah, 9-year-old tattoo is crazy.
Yeah, no, going back to the tattoo thing, like my daughter's 19, she wants to get tattoos, and I'm still encouraging her to wait because I don't think she really is ready to make that decision yet or whatever.
Yeah.
But it also feels silly because this is coming from the guy that got a text message one day from her after school when she was like, I think she was a junior in high school, and she was like, "Don't be mad, but my friend pierced my septum in the bathroom today."
Oh.
I wasn't mad. It was cool. It worked out. It was a good piercing. She still has it.
I don't know how people do piercings. I can't do it.
Yeah,
I'll do tattoos any day.
Yeah,
piercings, no.
I can't even do that. I'm worse. I'm not a pain dude at all. Like,
I don't find tattoos
Yeah,
painful.
we figured out. My daughter finally decided she wanted her ears pierced, and everybody wanted like $75 per ear. But we went online and got a damn piercing kit for like $15.
Straight up.
Did it?
And now, yeah, we did it. I've done it to Dan. We still got mad needles left. Like,
Yeah,
mad needles left. Straight up.
Yeah, Tyler got his ears pierced. His mom did it, just like slowly poking the hole because he had gauges. I was freaking out. I was like, I can't do this. I need to walk away. This is awful.
Okay, and this next topic is an example of why our justice system definitely cannot do the death penalty because too many mistakes happen. Let's watch this.
After 17 years of wrongful imprisonment, the man was cleared of all charges and set free. How should the government compensate him? In 2001, 26-year-old Chris Miller was convicted of as a woman in his Cleveland Heights apartment and sentenced to 150 years in prison. Court documents show that his family always believed he did not do the thing and that he pleaded not guilty. But the woman accused Miller of assaulting him. Chris Miller didn't understand why they did it. He just saw the woman late at night and said hello to her, and the result was a false accusation. Chris Miller has made multiple requests to reopen his case, but has been denied. However, in 2018, after Miller had served nearly 17 years in prison, prosecutors dismissed the charges against Miller because DNA linked to other men to the attack. Miller, 44, burst into tears and threw himself into the arms of his family as Judge Kelly Gallagher declared him a wrongfully imprisoned person under state law. In the end, the government compensated Miller with $57,000 a year. Do you think that compensation was reasonable?
Hell yeah.
I was gonna say that's more than the average salary. So
for real, I mean, 17 years is insane. It took y'all that long to
know.
Get.
Could you imagine? Could you imagine? I mean, it's a miracle the dude lived 17 years. And I mean, I don't know just how you don't stay in a horrible depression the whole 17 years knowing that you didn't do it. And also, by the way, there needs to be some terrible punishment for women who falsely accuse men of
I was just about to say it.
And that happens so I'm not like trying to dismiss the actual facts, but that does happen a lot. And there's no recourse for that. Like there's no consequences.
It's crazy. It's crazy. And so the video didn't really make it clear if he got 57 grand per year he was locked up, or if it was they're just going to give him 57 grand a year now. But I mean, if they gave him that's a lot of money. That's what that's somewhere. God, I mean, it's approaching $1 million.
Over $1 million, over $500,000.
Yeah, that's over half.
No, you can't really put a price on the damage that's been done, but that's a shit ton of money. That's a shit ton of money.
It is, and this whole situation, what people love to yell and say, you know, America isn't racist. The racism is, you know, way back in the day. That doesn't exist anymore. Black people lead in the race of the wrongfully accused and the wrongfully imprisonment, like by far. It's like this type of thing happened. It sucks that, like, I'm sure there were so many things that had to go. Yeah, we're not he's guilty. We're not even gonna look into that.
Absolutely.
You know, oh, everyone's innocent, huh? You're like, they took that, and it's hard to be like, it wasn't because he's black. You know, it's hard to just accept that. You can't we can't overlook it, because this type of stuff just keeps happening and keeps happening. It's crazy. Like, I'm glad he's getting the money and that's cool, but it's like, didn't he say he had a daughter or something? He had a kid or whatever.
Yeah, he had a kid.
Like, imagine who knows if the kid believed if he was innocent that entire time, if they thought he was guilty. You know, like, there's just so much trauma and so much craziness that it was built around this whole thing. And it's like, it's just sad. It's really, really, really sad to see. I hate it.
Yeah. No, my grandpa was a cop in Montgomery County, Maryland. And when my brother and I were kids, we were in their garage and we were looking through boxes, and I found some old police reports of his. The unofficial police reports, he uses the N-word. We beat the N-word with our billy sticks, and like, it was that open and accepted. That's a real thing.
Yeah.
It's just, I remember my brother and I freaked out. Like, we had no idea. You know, we were so young. It really shined poor light on my grandpa. Like, and I'm not excusing the behavior or whatever, but like, it was shocking to find that your grandpa would do that. You know,
especially because it was a different time, and you grew up in a time where that was not accepted.
That was,
you're like, holy shit, grandpa.
Yeah.
Yeah,
man. Well, America in the 50s, man. Like, what people call like the greatest period of our history. That was the reality of it.
Great.
If you're a white man, it was wonderful.
$969,000.
Yeah,
I had to do the math.
I mean,
do you think that's taxed?
Oh, well, I mean, it's from the government, so
I don't feel like they'll tax it.
I don't know.
Now I'm interested in this. Okay, keep going.
For real. I'm definitely gonna look it up and write like an article on it.
This next topic is kind of personally offensive, but we got to talk about this one.
Sarcasm is a poor man's humor. Let me explain. See, I've never seen someone walk up to another person and say, I wasn't sure about you, but your sarcasm is so funny, you had me rolling over there. Sarcasm is not appreciated. It's somebody's attempt to be passive, aggressively humorous, and I don't see the point to it. And you're sitting around the water cooler and all somebody can say is what you said, but in a sarcastic tone. Nobody likes that individual. No one thinks that sarcasm is some kind of love language or something to be appreciated or to put up with. I love when somebody's sarcastic and they look at you and say, you're so serious. No, your sarcasm just isn't funny and nobody appreciates it. Sarcasm is not the way to go in communication, everybody. Come up with some original material, or don't try to be funny if you're not funny. Let's get over the sarcasm. Let's move to some real comedy, everyone, and let's communicate in a more effective way.
Sarcasm is an art. You have to know how to do it correctly.
On. Exactly.
I love sarcasm. Saying that you're just repeating what someone else says in a different tone, that's not sarcasm. You have to be witty, and I love sarcasm. That is not a poor man's comedy. Hell no. Love it.
I disagree with him completely.
Yeah.
He was 1,000,000% wrong. I'm so glad you said it first, because I definitely was going to say sarcasm is definitely an art form.
It is.
Absolutely. And look, so without sarcasm and dad jokes, I might as well just not talk anymore. Just take away my ability to speak. That's my entire personality, bro. Like, that's it. That's all I got.
I would love to do a dad joke battle with you, bro.
Whoever
laughs first loses. Like, that would be so funny.
Next episode,
that has to be a segment. Yes.
That would be dope. Yeah, bro. It's the context of the sarcasm that can make people feel that way. Like, if you're the butt of somebody's joke and you're being bullied, it's different. Like, but you can use sarcasm in sarcasm in so many different ways to where it's not being offensive or it's not putting someone down. So it's really the context.
There's nothing that excites me more than when I run into somebody who can't really grasp sarcasm, because and then I go crazy with it. Like, my daughter has a friend. I don't want to use her real name. I'm just going to call her Stacy, right?
Yeah.
Stacy, she doesn't know how to handle me. And I really enjoy the fact that she doesn't know how to handle me, man. Like, she'll ask for different things, like, oh, hey, can I get some water? No. And she'll just dead pause, bro. Like, I'm kidding. It's a joke,
My
bro.
mom doesn't understand sarcasm at all. Like my uncles, we will all just like kind of gang up on her. And then she looked so sad one day. And I go to my uncles, I was like, guys, you can't keep making fun of my mom anymore. It really bothers her. And I was like, they were like, what? And then they stopped. And like the vacation wasn't as fun anymore. It was like
I'm the same way. Like, hey, you got a bathroom? No.
Yeah, right.
And I keep it moving.
This is why people don't have manners anymore. It's because of you two.
It is. It's just a question. If it was like, may I use the bathroom? Of course, that's polite. Hey, you got a bathroom? No, I piss on the floor. Like, what do you think? You freaking idiot.
That's where it is, not if I have one, bro.
So, yeah. So I believe I am extremely quick with it, with being sarcastic. If someone says something idiotically stupid, I just feel like sometimes people will say things, I guess, for sake of conversation. So they'll say certain things, but it's just like to my brain. So I got to get sarcastic.
And I mean, growing up, bro, like I had an older brother. Like we talk shit and we were sarcastic all the time. And it's funny because you're talking about you having to do that for your mom, because my mom, it was a big thing that we would always joke about, where like they'd be going in on me. Like my dad and my brother would just be making fun of me, and my mom would just protest, "Stop! You're gonna hurt his self-esteem." And that was just a running joke that we ever had. And by the way, Mom, I've never had a self-esteem issue. So
I got to shout out my baby brother. He has the best one ever. So a friend of mine came to visit us, and every time he called him, he would always call him Haitian because he was a Haitian. His name is Manny, though, but my brother was like, hey, Haitian, hey, Haitian. So my mom was like, call everybody down for dinner. He's like, Haitian, it's dinner time. And my mom was like, you stop calling him Haitian. He's like, hey, Sean, it's dinner time. I died.
He was quick with that. You see,
so quick.
It's a skill.
Perfect.
Oh, man.
All right. Last topic is definitely near and dear to my heart, but let's go.
Is right. Step family sucks. I've had a few.
Okay.
I wish my parents would have stayed single. Real
Really?
talk. Oh, listen, maybe you're one of those lucky motherfuckers that has a good step parent. 9 times out of 10, it's not great. Yeah, because that person doesn't give a fuck about you.
They don't.
They don't give a fuck about you.
But here's the flip side of that.
Don't.
Can I tell you that?
What's up?
Sometimes a child's biological parent doesn't give a fuck about them.
Yeah, and
a step parent
is normal-ish.
and caring and loving.
Yeah, but then again, how can a garbage person attract a good one? Very rare.
Well, it happens though.
Usually they come in pairs.
Yeah, I know, but it does happen.
Personality disorder with alcoholism goes hand in hand,
But I
like
think-
fudge and caramel.
I think you're just talking about your own experience.
I don't know.
So it's a very interesting thing, and I like, just to share my personal experience with this. Like, I am my daughter is my stepdaughter, and I met her when she was a year old. I was 19. I've been there. I've been the only dad that she's ever known, and I fully believe that I have a stronger, closer, and better relationship with her because I am her step parent, especially with everything that went on with her mom. But she knows that I chose this. This was not a responsibility that I had. It wasn't something that I had to do. This wasn't my kid. I didn't have to stick around through everything. But knowing that she was my choice. I did this for her. It's created a bond that I don't believe I could have had with a biological kid.
Yeah, and my son isn't biologically mine. I found out when he was 3 that he wasn't. And I just remained to stay in his life. And of course, when he was 15, I had the conversation where I explained, he knew already, but I explained everything in detail. And he just expressed to me how the appreciation that he has for knowing the fact that I choose to stay in contact with him, choose to be there, and it is I feel like I have such a strong connection with him over a lot of people that I know that have biological kids. Like, that's why for any friend of mine, any guy friend that ain't there for his kid, or anyone that isn't there for his kid, I have no pity for them, because I'm like, how do you have a seed, a part of you on this earth, and don't want to be a part of it? It's insane how many absent fathers I see and know. And shout out to all the real ones, but it's crazy.
Yeah,
No doubt.
That's like getting me really emotional because it's beautiful, you know. Oh shit, I didn't grow up with my dad. Oh, I'm sorry, guys.
That's
So like
okay.
to hear you guys say that you choose to be there is so beautiful, because a lot of people don't choose to be there. So more power to you both. It's a beautiful thing. So thank you.
Appreciate that. No, for real. And honestly, I'm also a big proponent on step parents need to have parental rights. I think that
Yeah.
you know, maybe not full parental rights, but you need to have some kind of say. Because, I mean, look, straight up, I had to kidnap my daughter. I did. When she's my stepkid, I was never able to legally adopt her because everything her mom wouldn't let me do. Her mom was going crazy. She went to a mental hospital, and I just kept Lily. She was 15 years old, and I didn't let her mom come home. And at that point, I had a choice whether I was going to like file for emergency custody or anything like that. But that was just rocking the boat. And if they came in and looked at our situation, because all the craziness that she was bringing in our life, I was afraid that I would lose custody. So I just kept it quiet. I just ran. I just took care of her. You know, I got her to school, got her to do her doctors, got her to do blah blah blah. And now she's 19, and no one can say anything. It actually did come up. DHR had to get me because my ex had a baby. We're still legally married, so I was the dad. So DHR had to come to my house when she was 18, which is not legally an adult in Alabama. And I explained to her the situation. She said, "Yeah, don't say anything."
Wow.
Yeah.
She's like, "She's safe. I'm not going to report anything. I'm not saying anything. This is a good home. You're doing the right thing." And I mean, that was the most relieving moment of my life, because I spent 4 years before that just peeking out the blinds every time I heard a car, because I'm wondering who's going to come up. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
And you were able to get that release.
I would love to put a minute back on this. I'm gonna throw that minute 32 on there, bro. Like another friend of mine who love to death, damn love to death. I love to life is one of my boys. But when it comes to him and his relationship with his kids, yes, you know. So I am the godfather of one of his kids or whatever, and I talked to her because now she's at that age to where it's like, oh, the hell with him. She's bitter, she's mad or whatever. So I helped repair that relationship. There was one time where I had to talk to her because she was just upset, and I'm like, what's wrong? And she like broke the TV and was like, I was just watching TV and whatever show was on, Nickelodeon, Disney, whatever, but saw the kid and the dad having a moment and was just like, why can't I have that? Why don't they love me enough? And it sucks so bad to hear that from a kid. But I'm like, I can't even imagine why, like how, like when I found, like even when I first found out that he wasn't mine. So I knew I had to tell him. Oh, it was like, he was just so freaking at 3, so heartbroken. I don't want you to not be my dad. Like it killed me. You know what I'm saying? And then the first Father's Day, I'm hitting him up. I'm like, yo, so did your dad call you or whatever? The whole day, no, didn't call me, and was like, I miss it when you were my dad. Killed.
Oh God.
You know, so it's, yeah, man. Shout out to every freaking dude that steps up to the plate, whether you're biologically or not.
And like that's why he walked me down the aisle. Like he's been more of a father figure to me than my own dad. And I just want to say this, like, that's why I get on my little cousin, because I'm like, you are lucky to have a father like him. He actually cares.
Come on.
Cherish that. So
straight up.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, on to the questions, guys. On that topic, I was kind of like shaking there for a second. Like
I tried so hard not to cry. Oh my
this one
God.
out. Like,
I hate it.
all right, so let's run my question.
Okay.
Let's get it.
All right, what's your worst or weirdest fears and phobias?
My biggest fear, once again, is getting into a car accident. Like, I didn't drive for the longest time because I was afraid to get behind the wheel and like die of a car accident. And when I lived in New York, obviously I didn't need one. But I couldn't use that excuse after 9 years being in Ohio anymore. But a few months after getting my license, I get into a car accident, and like I am terrified. So like, if someone messes with my seats or my mirrors to get in my car, I freak out. Like, I'm just like, okay, how did I have it? How did I have it set up? Yeah. So I don't want. That's my biggest fear.
Where did that fear come from?
I don't know. I guess because I didn't allow myself to actually like go through the process of like a permit and learning how to drive, anything like that, that the concept of being behind the wheel by yourself kind of like took over. I'm just afraid of other people. But then of course my car like did something weird and I smashed into a pole. So yeah, that shit's terrifying. I fucking hate it. I love driving though, but I don't want to get into a car accident.
So mine used to be freaking butterflies.
I remember.
We spoke about that.
That's right. That's right.
Used to be butterflies. I still don't like them, but I'm not afraid of them anymore. But now now it's more of a it's a fear which I can't control at all. So the only thing I can do is be like, oh Jesus, I give it to you. But without that, I'll be freaking terrified because I've seen too many stories of someone's the people are in a hairdresser and some drunk guy is out of control, loses control, his car crashes into the freaking hairdresser and kills like 9 people. It's like out of nowhere type of things. A plane crash that lands in somebody's living room. You know what I'm saying? And stuff like that is like, I'm so afraid for something crazy to happen, even though I'm being safe and doing everything right.
It's like the 1 in a million chances of something happening is what you're afraid of.
Yes.
Final Destination fucked you up, bro.
Yo.
Final Destination ruined
it's not a game. If I'm driving on the road and I see a truck with logs on it, I'm on the other side.
You ever had
no doubt. No doubt.
And then like, you ever had that where the little chips would hit your car when you're right behind them? Dude, I'm like, I gotta go. Like, I'll speed up and then like go to the other lane.
I was in a rental once and one of them trucks, like things flew off of it and it made like a small crack. And I had to pay for that crap. I'm like, bro, you could use the little fixer. Like, come on, bro. But I don't know, because it wasn't cracked before I got it, and it was a huge thing. I tried to fight it, but couldn't. Lost it. Yes,
I gotta say, mine is snakes, bro. I hate snakes so much. So I don't trust them. I don't understand them. The worst experience I have with snakes is we went camping, and we're at a camping ground, right? And there's like an electrical outlet on the little spot that we have. I'm getting everything plugged in. I get the extension cord undone.
Oh no.
And I get on my knees, like eye level with the outlet, and it has that cover. So I lift the cover up, and this orange and red snake comes with it and literally like gets face to face with me. Now, I don't believe this account, but my daughter and my ex who were there said I ran away screaming in a high-pitched voice. I don't believe it, but I also don't remember the 5 minutes after that. I was in pure shock and trauma.
Like, you blacked out.
I did. So I can't really claim whether it's true or not.
I believe it.
I do too.
I'll go, I guess. So in honor of this being the 30th episode, so when you turn dirty 30, what piece of advice would you give yourself when you were younger, knowing that you're getting ready to enter 30? What would you have told yourself knowing that you're heading? And wait a minute, how old are you again? You're like, you're still a baby, right?
She's still not allowed to go to that restaurant, remember?
Okay, well, this is even better. Okay, so
what you guys tell me?
This is even better. So for character, what would you have told yourself to prepare you for 30, and now that you're and what would you tell Leslie to prepare her? That's I like that. That's what we're going with. Okay, everyone, come look at the screen right quick. Bam. All right. So my question of the day is, what would you tell Leslie, because she's not 30 yet? You feel me? What advice would you give her for entering the Dirty 30 Club?
I feel like just specifically for Leslie, and going with the theme of the show, meditation is key. It's a good. Just take that minute and live in your own energy and clear your mind. We know the struggles that you have of keeping the smile and the everything going.
Can I follow up on this?
Yes, you can.
Yes, I have two things.
You think I don't meditate? I meditate 30 minutes every day with my coffee and a candle lit.
I didn't know that. I don't even
Why
meditate.
do you think I smile now? Come on.
Come on, straight up. And they say that people who are normally like in their lives violent, meditation calms them down. No, I'm playing. All right, so so I have two things. I got two things for you.
Okay.
Number one is, don't go into 30 feeling like you're old or any of that. Understand that you're entering your prime years. 30 to like 37, 38, those years right there are your prime years. So look at it that way. And number two, don't feel like something's wrong with you when you get out of nowhere aches and pains and you're just walking, damn. That's only because you're 30.
I'm fucked because I have that now.
Oh yeah, yes.
My ankles pop.
Your body is at least nice enough to prepare you for what's to come. Because they're
like
gonna come out of
cracks before the big ones.
I'm telling you, it's damn, what the
Yep. Out of nowhere. Nowhere.
For no reason. At all.
Yep.
No reason. So, and then you're gonna oh my God. Let's say if you're like, so the purpose of this conversation is, it's in the back. What was I saying? Shit. Damn. That's gonna happen all the time.
Oh, no.
You're always gonna lose your it's a wrap. So just know that. That's how I prepare you for 30.
I totally agree. I totally agree with the first thing you said about I believe your 30s is the best decade of your life.
Yes.
You were dumb in your teens and 20s. You were. Everyone was. And 30s, you're not that old. Like, you do get the aches and pains and everything, but you're not. You're not 40. You know what I mean? You're not
exactly.
You're not in your 40s,
and you're not. And even if you don't accomplish what you want, you like get to a certain goal in those 10 years in your 30s, just know that within those 10 years, you're gonna accumulate all the knowledge, the muscle memory, everything that you need to get you to that place. So because in 4 months, I'm gonna be 40.
Oh no.
I'm about to be 40.
I thought you were 45 already.
Ooh, now I got a roast. No, man, my body feel like with the lupus and myositis, sometimes I be feeling like I'm 55. You know what I'm saying? But yeah.
Also, look, hey, when you get to your 30s, there's no shame in the wipes in the adult wipes in the bathroom. There's no shame in that whatsoever. It's
straight up.
It's an added luxury. It's maturity that's led you to this decision.
And how old is Ty?
33.
33. Oh, so he's getting ready to enter where it's like he's getting like 34, 35 is where you start getting urine. You know what I'm saying? Like he's pissing right now. You feel me? When he goes to the bathroom, he's pissing. You know what I'm saying? It's piss. Once he gets to like 34, it's urine. It's like when you pee in the toilet, that whiff that come up, it'll make your knees buckle.
It's a different drink thing. More water, bro.
Right?
Yeah, it's different. It's like if it get on your straight up, that's the sound it'll make if it get on your skin. It's like it got different stuff in it. It got Hennessy in it. It's like,
oh my God.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Water, please. Water. Drink more water. That's please.
Hydration.
You in Alabama, you know damn well.
Oh my! Leslie's question. Leslie's question.
Her dreads are too fire for you to still have that picture up. You need an updated picture.
I don't have a lot of photos of
Take
myself.
one. You look all professional today. Take one today. Take one after the show.
Yeah, there's one where you got a dress on that you wearing a dress in one of the things you did. Which
all right. We'll talk about this later. All right.
Okay, so the question is, if you can get rid of one thing in your house forever, what would it be?
One thing.
The microwave.
Oh.
And you can live without a microwave. I have an air fryer. We have a dehydrator. We have an oven. We have all sorts of stuff. You know, the microwave is an overrated thing. There's
no, it's not. Not if you're a coffee drinker. It's not.
What? No, okay, just drink your coffee quick enough to.
Sometimes you can't drink your coffee quick enough.
Get a better mug. Sometimes my mug stays hot forever.
And I'm not forever, bro. That's cap. But that's because I don't know where y'all stay. Here in Florida, it don't want to stay hot. It's crazy because we're in
thermal mugs,
bro. They don't always stay hot, bro. But I'm someone that love. I feel you with the thermal mug. I do feel you with that. But I'm someone who enjoys a good mug, a good regular coffee mug for my cup of joe.
Well, that's your problem.
Okay.
The temperature is the sacrifice that you're making by wanting to hold a little mug like a cutie, so you can take your little morning selfies. Like coffee time.
Bro. So, okay.
You have a damn thermal mug. They have thermal mugs. They do.
They do. It'll represent the whole field.
I hear what you're saying. I like my coffee cup, bro. I like my coffee mug. I don't want the damn. If I'm out and about, look, when I'm out and about on them streets, I use the thermal mug all day, but when I'm in the crib, when I'm walking around in the like I got boxers on right now. You feel me? Y'all can't see, but I got boxers 30. On. And I'm about to be sporty 40, baby. Ooh. But, yeah, like I need the microwave when it get lukewarm. I don't need no iced coffee. I gotta go in there, give it a good 30 seconds. Or when you get cookies, bro. And you know what I'm saying? You need them that nice moist. You just put them in there for good 15 seconds. It got to be 15. Can't be lower, can't be higher. It'll give it that good moist.
Air fryer.
Oh, the air fryer burn them, bro.
No, if you just put it in for like 30 seconds, it'll be all right.
Like technically an air fryer and a microwave are not good for us, but if we're going to choose one or the other.
Yeah, the air fryer is better.
I would say the air fryer.
I use the air fryer for
a mini Chernobyl in your freaking kitchen. And you can just I use
the air fryer for 90%.
All right, hold on. What's your answer?
I need something that he don't freaking like, so I can get rid of that. Piss me off. Damn, what would I want to get rid of? Let me look around. I live with women, so eyelashes. Oh damn! That's a really good. Leslie, what would you?
What would I get rid of? The clothes that I've bagged up to donate, and I have yet to do it. It's been here for over a year.
Well, hey, just put them in the trunk so they can stay in the trunk for a year, and then in a year from now, you can say the same thing. And you just want to get rid of the bags that are in your trunk, and in 2 years.
I love your theory, but the problem with that is all my cleaning supplies are in my trunk.
See what I'm saying?
There's a dilemma, guys.
That's your
exactly. There's a dilemma that I like to hold a freaking coffee cup and don't want the damn thermal. So I need the microwave.
Like lukewarm coffee, and you want to heat it up with these radioactive features in a microwave. That's on you.
Sometimes it gets that way. I do too much. Like if I have my coffee and I'm sipping and doing nothing or watching TV, I'm good. But if I'm on the computer, characters like, hey, check this out, and then I got to look at it and then still sip. Sometimes I get caught up and forget, and they get lukewarm. So I got to go heat it up. That's why I drink
my coffee in the morning while I meditate, because then I don't have to worry about it getting lukewarm.
Yeah,
problem solving.
You're right.
All right, man. This has been a dope Dirty 30 episode. I've really, really enjoyed this one.
Yes.
As always, please like, share, subscribe, and if you're watching this, please comment, please like, please subscribe to our channel. We're finding out all these people are watching us, but you're not subscribed.
Hell yeah.
Subscribe. Well, I don't know what you're doing.
Please. I get too many people like my cousin Jacoby. I'm talking to you. You tell me about the show all the time because of a certain individual, and I don't see no comments. I don't see no sharing. None of that. So please
do better.
Do better.
Riz her up in the comments, Jacoby. Just shoot your shot, man. Just shoot your shot.
You might get shot, but
don't scare him away now. We need the commenter.
Yeah, we need the comments, man. Y'all please show us some love. I'm tired of hearing all the people tell me how great the show is and give us all these different things that's not in none of the clips. I love that you use the timer. I'm like, well, I didn't know you watched the show because you're not commenting. Just comment, bro. That's all.
Okay.
That's all.
Well, thank you to everyone watching. You can catch us every single Friday at 3 p.m. EST on
the most prestigious network in the land, the Signature Series Network. I love it.